This is KVUE News Night Beat.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Brandon Jones. As you can see, I'm outside the KVUE studios tonight in large part because of the weather. You know, as you prepare to go to bed tonight, there are things that you need to be prepared for. Forecast shows us that this could be one of the biggest storms to hit this area since 2015. So right now we're going to send it over to Chief Meteorologist Albert Ramon. Well, when this storm will hit. Albert?
Well, it's going to be waking us up tomorrow morning. It's going to build into the hill country first by sunrise, move into the metro by mid-morning, and then exit out of the region as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, Max Storm Doppler radar is quiet. There have been just a couple of hit-miss showers to the southeast and south of Austin. But let me zoom out. This is where the action has been between San Angelo and Brownwood, with still an active severe thunderstorm warning just off to the southwest of the city of Brownwood. This will stay to the north of us, but this is kind of putting the toe in the water to give us an indication just how volatile our atmosphere is across the state of Texas. Look at this, reported earlier this evening, baseball to softball size hail. That's 3 to 4.5 inch diameter hail. Back off towards the east of San Angelo and back off to the west of Brownwood. Just an amazing amount of hail being reported in that part of the Concho Valley. But again, that stays to the north of us. But this area of low pressure now approaching El Paso will be sitting just to the west of us by sunrise. And that's going to bring us our own severe weather chances, including hail, damaging wind, and even tornadoes. First in the hill country tomorrow morning at sunrise. Scattered severe weather possible, a slight risk of severe weather. In orange, that's an enhanced risk of severe weather for numerous severe thunderstorms possible mid-morning into the latter part of the morning. Late morning into the afternoon hours, a sliver of eastern areas of Lee, Milam, and Fayette County, and points back off to the east, including Houston, Bryan College Station, and Lake Charles, under a moderate risk for severe weather likely and widespread. So again, we're monitoring all modes of severe weather starting at sunrise tomorrow morning through the early afternoon. Not just a tornado threat, but straight line wind threat. And hail here in central Texas could be as large as a golf ball, if not a tennis ball. So very, very important that you have watches and warnings at your fingertips. Here's a few places you can follow us: Facebook, Twitter, and download the KVUE News app. You'll get those push alerts when watches and warnings are issued for your area. We're going to break this down hour by hour with our high-resolution forecast model. That's coming up.
All right, thank you so much, Albert. And as the storm approaches, we are here to answer your questions. You can head over to our Facebook page where we are currently live and post a question in the comments tab. Now, coming up in Albert's full forecast, we will take a minute to answer your concerns. And speaking of questions, many of you may wonder what to do in situations like this. KVUE's Jay Wallace joins us now with the answers.
With the potential for severe weather tomorrow, we want to make sure you are ready for whatever might come. We will likely be using some terms. We want to make sure you know the difference between a watch is when you need to be aware something could happen. A warning is when you need to do something. Severe weather is happening and you need to seek shelter away from windows. So with the potential for a tornado, there are some signs that one is coming. First thing is hail, followed by a calmness. And we are expecting anywhere from golf ball to tennis ball size hail tomorrow. So try to find a place to cover your car tonight if you can. Second would be obvious, shaking, a form of loud rumbling. And if you see debris rolling outside your house, this is also a good sign a tornado has possibly touched down. And if we do get a tornado, it's good to find a basement or shelter. But since most homes in Texas don't have one, you can also find the smallest room in the center of the building. Of course, stay away from all windows as there's potential for broken glass. And in whatever way you can, make sure you are covered. And if you're caught in a building or office with a lot of floors, go down the stairs as low as you can. The damage of a tornado can range from EF0 with wind speeds of 65 to 85 miles an hour, which would be considered light damage, likely impacting chimneys and trees, all the way to EF5, which are considered to be rare and would be labeled as incredible damage. Many areas around central Austin could also see severe weather tomorrow, so make sure to stay with KVUE tomorrow through whatever comes, and most of all, stay safe. Brandon, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Jay. And here's a live look outside of downtown Houston. They are expected to see the brunt of this storm. Here in Austin, you can see it's still pretty mild outside, but the wind has started to pick up as we are in severe risk area. And using our Earth Cam from the Reunion Tower in Dallas, pretty similar conditions. Cloudy tonight, but that will soon change tomorrow. Now, we will have you covered throughout the night and into tomorrow, but make sure to download the KVUE app to keep up with the weather. You can see live radar right where you live. You can check out the hour-by-hour forecast and watch us live. If you have to take shelter, just search the KVUE app in the App Store there. So in other news tonight, a man remains in critical condition tonight after falling more than 50 feet at the Barton Creek Greenbelt. It happened just after noon. Rescue teams from the Austin Fire Department responded to the scene within minutes. Starflight crews couldn't hoist the man right away. They flew him out of a certain level, landed, and eventually airlifted him to a local hospital. Authorities believe the man is in his 20s or 30s and has life-threatening injuries. Police are now working to determine what happened.
He's going to hit somebody head on, or he's going to kill his own damn self. Somebody needs to get this guy off the road.
A new view today of what led up to that church bus crash where 13 people died. A witness captured the moments before a pickup truck hit the bus and says he talked to the driver about what he may have been doing at the time. Take a look at this. Drifting, swerving, coming just close to hitting a semi. Jody Kuchler made the call to sheriff's departments and has his girlfriend in the passenger seat, actually took the video. Now you can see the white pickup truck crossing the middle lane, coming close to oncoming traffic, later swerving into the shoulder. Police say 20-year-old Jack Young was behind the wheel. Kuchler says at the scene, the pickup truck's driver told him that he had been texting behind the wheel.
I think my mind kind of went blank. I didn't know what to think. I mean, you just cost 13 people's lives. You're talking about grandmothers, grandfathers.
The National Transportation Safety Board is aware of reports that Young was allegedly texting while driving. 3 people have been arrested in connection to that massive fire on the Interstate 85 down in Atlanta, Georgia. One of the suspects appeared in court today. Basil Ellaby is facing 2 charges, including arson. The suspects are believed to be homeless and living in that area where the fire started. The highway remains closed, and it could be months before it reopens. No one was injured.